Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate for Zinni 62 Media Incorporated. Well, tomorrow is January 22nd, and it is the Alameda County Pit Count, PIT. What that PIT stands for is Point in Time Homeless Count. And so this is going to take place tomorrow morning, beginning at 5 a.m. and should last until noontime. and what this does, it gives Alameda County a good snapshot of what's going on in the homeless population, whether it's growing or it's declining. We'll see. We don't know. But right now, you're getting kind of an overview of a managed homeless encampment. And while this has some rough spots, and I'm sure you're looking at what's behind me, it's going to be shocking when we go around the corner to see the difference between my managed sanctuary homeless encampment versus everything else. So we're going to head back the other way and take a look at it and see what you Oaklanders been putting up with. And this is all because of mismanagement on the part of Oakland. We haven't really had a homeless department here in the city of Oakland, so to speak, since Libby Schaff left. And then we had the homeless issue during Sheng Tao's reign, which really didn't catch the spotlight like Sheng Tao did. And our current mayor, finishing out Sheng Tao's term, Mayor Barbara Lee, has done little to nothing in terms of housing or even talking to the homeless. So she's been pretty useless too, which I said early on, during the election, that was going to be the case with no matter who was going to be elected, because it was only an 18-month term. But we're heading for around the corner, and you're going to see the difference. I want to show you a picture before we get there. So take a look at this picture, and then as we walk through Hawley Street, you'll be able to get a better picture of things. So here's what's going on. Okay, behind me is Hawley Street, Hawley. And this street has really gotten out of control. It used to be a two-lane street, but the criminal element and the hoarder have cut this two-lane street down to a one-lane street. So along with that, like I said, the criminal element lives here, and they're very dangerous. And we haven't had an incident just a couple of weeks ago where the police didn't do their job here in Oakland and put a person in danger. So, but we've been able to manage that and take care of that. So what you see behind me, that's a stolen trailer that the thief took. But that's a smaller problem compared to what we have here coming up, which is the hoarders zone. And I'm not going to go too much further down. I'm going to turn around here so that you folks can actually see what the neighborhood is dealing with. And right there was another homeless person with an RV there that the neighborhood got fed up with him because he was a car thief, and they set its RV on fire so that he had nothing to come back to when he was released from prison. So that's the burned building. But then the new hoarder that moved in, she was from Leet Street, and she cost you, Oakland taxpayers, a tremendous amount of money. Just in cleanup fees was over $100,000. Then there was the BCDC fines of over $50,000 because her stuff was falling into the federal waterway over on Leet Street, and she was the cause of the closure of Leet Street, and she's also the cause of this current deep cleaning, because you see the Volkswagen that's buried behind me. Yeah, that was buried a year ago, but she has all this garbage here, which is going to be cleared out very shortly. Here's another pile of hers. And then you look at what she's put. The homeless community as a community. We have a garbage pile that we've arranged with the city, and that's the normal garbage pile. This is an illegal dumping that occurs. But the pit count is going to be very important because we need to provide housing. We need to build housing that is 100% affordable for not only those that are living on the streets right now, but those that are struggling with housing right now. Because believe me, we're seeing more and more people showing up here in East Oakland that are coming from West Oakland because of all the sweeps going on out there. And this cleanup is going to help the neighborhood because our hoarder is responsible for all the rats in the neighborhood. I've been able to clear out over 80 rats using live catch traps. So I'm doing my part to keep the community healthy and safe. But anyway, you get an idea of what's going on here. The pit count tomorrow, like I said, starts at 5 a.m. And then it goes until noon. I already know one of the counters, as he's already contacted me, and so they're going to meet up with me at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we'll go over a few things. And then what's different this year is that they're going to ask some questions to the homeless that are being pit counted, and that is how the county and the city can better help the homeless get off the streets. Because what's going on now and the money that cities and counties are spending on homeless programs isn't working at all. We know that it's not working. It's proof. We have over a decade of proof and $1 billion of Oakland expenditures. So we know it doesn't work, and we need a new model. My encampment management plan has been in place since March 18th, 2018, and it's one of the best run encampments in all of Oakland. We have the lowest 911 calls. We have the lowest crime rate. We have the fewest fights and issues. We have few health issues. So with a managed encampment, this could be a good change for Oakland and a way to make agencies accountable again, which has been the problem. None of the third-party intervention agencies that have been hired either by city or county are accountable to anything. So we need to get rid of all of them because they run systems like a prison, and I'm not a prisoner. So things got to change. New model has to come in place. The site behind me, that is up for sale right now and can be used as a homeless youth center. And that's what I've been proposing with the groups that I organize with, and to purchase that with Measure W funds. We also have this site behind me, which is twice the size and can be a homeless community and uh, purchased again with Measure W funds. And that by itself can house nearly 2,200 individuals. That's a lot, and still have plenty of open space. So there are solutions, but we just need to get the right people in place so that these solutions can take place. Thanks for joining me today. If you're not already subscribed to Zinni 62 Media Incorporated. Hey everybody, I just want to add a side note to this blog, but our hoarder. Everybody in the community has tried to assist her, talk some reason into this individual. We've had Macro out here. We've had the city of Oakland officials talk to her. And so she's really leaving the city and county no choices but to arrest her and put her into a mental facility under the possibility of the new California CARES Act. She could be one of those first examples out of Alameda County to test the California CARES Act. And what that would do, that would place her in supervised housing, number one, and they would be assigning psychiatrist, psychiatric care, and possibly medication if need be. And they're going to force this on this individual because of the amount of money that she has cost Alameda County and the city of Oakland. They warned her when they cleared her out of Leet Street that if she did this again, that she would be arrested and put in a mental facility. If they do it with the California CARES Act, that is a maximum of 24 months and a minimum of 12 months of supervised in-house housing, because they will be providing the housing so that she cannot come back out onto the street, and she will be fully supervised, which will be a test of how well and if the California CARES Act is substantial enough to deal with some of the mental illnesses here on the street. And some of these mental illnesses are caused by homelessness. In fact, 80% of the mental illnesses that you see on the street and the addictions that you see on the street is caused by homelessness. How we get away from the drug addiction and some of the PTSD and the mental illness is by housing folks, getting them out of these stressful, dangerous situations that is causing the mental illness that we see out here, and then getting people into proper treatment, and that's possible. I've put together a lot of different programs, and we're hoping that things move forward. Like I said in the blog earlier, that 2 sites are available for sale and should be purchased and managed under the Oakland Housing Authority, which now is an agency of Oakland and can be of Alameda County, and would be transparent which is not the case currently using the third-party interventions. They're simply given a bunch of money and say, go do what you do. And they have no accountability. And most of those programs, or in fact, all of those programs, are run like jailhouses, prisons. And that's why I refuse to go into any of them, because I told them, I said, if I can't cook for myself, your program offers me nothing. That the housing is the smallest part. Eating and cooking for my medical condition is paramount. And I cannot turn over that responsibility to these irresponsible people, period. And that's just the bottom line. But thanks for joining me today. Those are some insights into what's going on, the pit count, the importance of the pit count. The California CARES Act could possibly be enacted and forced upon this individual, because when things are tallied up, she's already cost you, the taxpayers of Oakland, $250,000 by the time this is said and done with. Thanks for joining me. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to Zinni 62 Media Incorporated, please do so.